All right, let's go over how to practice this stuff. So, you already have the general idea. Play through everything. No repeats to start. No repeats to start. You play it correctly once. It has to be good enough for an album you're doing. That's what, when we say it needs to be like a perfect take, it has to be something you're proud of. It's got to be something you're proud of. Every note needs to be heard, all in the right place, things like that. And then, yep, go up 5 beats per minute. That's it. No matter how fast you get, every day start at 60. So with all three of these, after about 10 minutes, that's usually when the average, that's about the average time for not being able to go much faster. Now we want to make sure you have like equal work with all three of these. So after 10 minutes, even if you think you can keep going, I want you to start putting in the repeats. If you max out in less than 10 minutes, that's fine. So usually about 10 to 15 minutes per exercise is what you want to do. 10 to 15 per exercise. That's why I say after the 10-minute mark, you want to start adding in those repeats. So this way, you don't wear yourself out for the next two things. Okay? So we don't want to go just give all our energy on one thing and neglect the other stuff. So we want to do all three of these things equally. All right, so again, you're going to work things up without the repeat first. So I'm going to demonstrate how everything should sound. Just to start, we'll play everything at some different speeds just so you have some comparison. And then we'll talk about the repeats being added in after I get up to a higher speed here. So I'm going to count off 4 so you know when I'm going to start. Here we go. Number 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 100. 1, 2, 3, 4. 140. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. 180. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 220. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. So, once you reach a max speed, and when I say max speed, that means like it's taking you like 1 or 2 minutes of really trying to hit a perfect take, and after you finally get it, that's your max speed for the day. So, what if you hit that 10-minute mark and it feels like you probably could go a bit more? Whatever speed you're on, start doing the repeat there. Okay? So, if you reach the 10-minute mark, even if you feel like you can go a bit faster, start adding in the repeats then. If you reach a max speed, like there's no way you're going to get any faster for that day, you're going to drop it 10 beats per minute and start adding in the repeats. So I just did the 220. Let's say that's my max. So I drop it down to 210 and play it twice through. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then once you can play it twice, do it 3 times. After you get it 3 times through, then do it 4. Just 4 maximum. That's your maximum repetition number. So let's say you backed it down to 10. So like maybe you got to 220, then you had to go down to 210 to add in the repeat. If you cannot get the repeat after 5 attempts, decrease the speed another 10 beats per minute. Try it again. So that's basically the process there. After 5 attempts of adding in whatever number repeat, whether it's 2 repeats, 3, or 4, after 5 attempts, if you can't get it, drop the speed by 10, so this way you're not spending too much time trying to add in those repeats. Because if it is a true max speed, going through it once, highly unlikely you're going to get it twice through 3 or 4. As you get going faster with this picking stuff, allow your hand, your thumb, wrist, arm, everything to do what feels necessary to go faster. Like at that speed right there, 220, I'm having to do a lot of extra muting with my left hand because I'm going so fast with the picking, it's next to impossible for me to miss the strings as I transfer. Like when I go from the E string to the A string, I'm basically hitting the E and the A as I'm changing strings because I can't get my pick out of the way of the strings. So I'm just basically blasting through both of them, but I'm muting with the left hand so you can't really hear it. You can't really hear that I'm hitting 2 strings. So yeah, just really make sure that you mute well with the left hand, so as you get going faster and faster and you inevitably start hitting strings that you're not trying to hit, they'll be muted. Okay. At the slower speeds, I definitely recommend try not to hit the other strings. Only hit the notes that you're trying to play, but as you get going faster, you'll notice that you can't really miss the other strings as you go faster and faster. So let your hand, your arm, your wrist do whatever they need to in order to go faster and faster and faster. So your mechanics will change going from slow to medium to fast speeds. All right. So just to simplify these recaps, I don't show repeats very often. If it's a special circumstance kind of repeat, then yeah, I'll do that. But if you ever want or feel the need to see or hear a demonstration of things being repeated, just let me know and I will do that. Okay, so here's how number 2 should sound. All downstrokes, 60 beats per minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. 120. Change picks real quick. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. 160. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 200. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And number 3. Hammer-ons and pull-offs. 60 beats per minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. 100. 1, 2, 3, 4. 140. 1, 2, 3, 4. 80. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that was terrible. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try 200. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. I think that covers everything I wanted to. Yeah, so when we meet up for class next time, I'm going to ask you how fast you got for all of these. So please keep track of how fast you get each day. And then I'm going to ask you to demonstrate everything at some different speeds just to make sure everything is sounding correct. And we won't have you play the max speed you got, because if it's a true max speed, without being fully warmed up into it, you're probably not going to be able to hit it again. So, yeah, I will ask you to play everything when we meet up next time. That will help show me what we need to do next, like kind of what the best step would be. Okay. Any questions come up before next Sunday, please let me know, and I will see you again next week.